Jesus. Yeah. Got a couple more frames out of it. Worth it. Scarf avatar. Okay. Guys, it's not cold enough for the scarf avatar. We'll change into the scarf avatar when it gets colder in the day. I explained this at the last episode. Do we have to do this again? No. We're gonna start it off. We're a fucking vampire. Alright, and then we're gonna work into it and then change into it. You just gotta remember. Just gotta remind me. Alright? Just remind me. Let it be freezing. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna go grab that motherfucking power bar. So we're at least prepared for morning snacking. Got a bar here. Should suffice. Chili chip? Kind of. Alright. When me and morning is like the coldest time of day other than the nighttime? I guess, but see, here's the thing with that. Will Chipz forget to unmute 5 or more times? See details. Challenge points. Yo, I gotta have challenge points? Ah, shit. Alright. What the fuck? Motherfuckers, alright? See, look. I got the mute button right here. I'm gonna unmute. No, you're right. I'm gonna fuck up. It's bound to happen. There's no way out of it at all. That was the first time he clicked his own point system. Crumble. When would I, why would I watch myself? How would I even do that? Is that even possible? Oh, VODs are not the same. Why would, okay, VODs are not watching live. Channel points, wouldn't you use that in a live setting? Seems ridiculous that you wouldn't use that in a live setting. Or do people use it in a VOD setting? Can you use it in a VOD setting? What do you do in a VOD setting? Do you, like, try to time somebody out with the mods that aren't there? Do the VOD squad roleplay with the role players in chat? What? Man. Dude, that little flashy thing across the top is crazy. Forget to unmute once. 0 versus 10 versus 20. Damn, dude. We can't type in VODs anymore. Yeah, 190, 340. The betting's going. You use points to vote with a rigged poll. Yeah. All right, let's start this shit up. Music. Check. Damn, this poll's going crazy. You want me to not talk? Okay. I'll work on that. I mean, I could probably be a mute for today. I don't think you guys could handle me being mute. Like when I'm quiet, you guys go fucking stir crazy. Why is he being quiet in the corner? And then everybody has to explain. Well, you see, there's more than like 2 or 3 people in the room, so like he tends to be a little bit more quieter around groups because that's just the way Chipz is. Just need to be near waifus. Obviously, we already know that. We already know that's all I gotta do. I literally have to do is frame full of waifus. Get a couple head pats in. We're good to go. I kind of want to see. I don't think I can't handle being a mute. I can't. It's hard to not talk. Now, when I'm playing video games, I can zone the fuck out. Whew. But, you know. Yeah, Chad loves Lan because Lan is a beautiful cat girl. I am not. Alright. Let's get out there, Chad. Let's do this. Dude, it was so worth the restart. Look at those frames, Chad. We gained 10 frames. Why? OBS is just shite. For reasons unknown. 10 more frames a second. I did play Code Vein and made my character. Looks pretty good. I enjoyed it. I played with Hal. Or Victor. Not today. So. I'm ready for my morning podcast. Damn. You guys do it in the butt crack of the morning, dude? Why?
Well, what were you doing? Were you like sitting in
No one's awake in the morning, dude. Man, you guys need to get a better time slot.
You're awake right now. What do you
Better
mean?
time slot.
Awake. What about you? You
Better time slot. No one gets out of bed and like, haha, I'm gonna just go run over to the cold next to the Vanguard Tower. No, people are gonna be like, yo, dude, I don't want to get up.
5 or 10 minutes after, man.
I don't want to go to school.
You can't just.
I'm hungry. I need to take a shit. I need to wash my face, wash my hands.
I'm here on a volunteer project, okay? Listen, if I didn't want to be here, I'd just leave.
Oh, sorry.
What? Okay.
If I didn't want to be here, I'd just leave, okay? You should appreciate what you have. You're going.
I don't understand what you're asking me to appreciate. You?
No, I'm asking you to appreciate the school and what it does for you.
Huh?
You know, besides put your life in danger.
Well, I never said anything bad about the school. I just said that in the morning I like to laze into my routine. What does that have to do with...
I heard you. You said you didn't want to go to school.
Well, no one wants to go to class. I'm just saying, most people don't leave the...
How could you?
Oh, Jesus Christ, I forgot I was talking to a fucking nerd.
There's only one class that's ever of substance in a month's time. And
Yeah.
you would throw it away on wanting to stay inside?
Yes. Maybe not even open my eyes. Oh yeah.
You have the heart of a
He wants to hibernate.
You have the heart of a seal and its blubber.
Come on, either get up and go to class, which I really don't want to do, or just stay in bed. Right? Man,
I like class.
not you two.
See, she's not even a nerd.
How dare you?
I mean,
I'm
you know,
smart.
sometimes
Oh,
you can be a
very
little, I don't
smart.
know. It's different.
just
it's
not
a different kind of
so-
smart.
I just don't brag about my intelligence to everyone.
When have I done that?
All
In
the
great
time,
quantity.
Every day.
Oh yeah. What about what sort of things do I say?
Say, well, you know, that's not really how. You know, actually, that's not really how that goes. You know, you
I
do
never
it.
claim. I never really claim to be smarter than somebody outright. I just tell them something that I know that they don't. Is there something wrong with that? Oh,
No one asked you.
but why would I just let ignorance run rampant right around me when I can fix it?
Maybe they want to be ignorant.
Well, if they want to be
Ignorance
willful
is
idiots, then they
bliss.
definitely deserve it.
Ignorance is not idiotic, if done right.
I mean, what do you mean if done right? What do you mean, Chipz?
If done right, there is a time and a place where ignorance can save your ass.
God, you are truly the philosopher of our time.
No,
Why don't you
I
write
am
this sort of
telling
thing
you.
down?
I am telling you right now. As long as you're telling me that you're using and abusing me and you're lying to me on purpose because I can't know because I'm a shitty liar, thus ignorance will save my ass, you bet your ass I will. Does that make sense?
That was. Did you get it?
I'm saying,
Got it.
Okay, she got
don't
it.
tell me shit if you don't have to, because I can be ignorant and save my life.
How would that save your life?
Because people are crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm
for
starting to
example,
think I'm looking at one of them.
like girls, right?
Oh,
Damn it!
girls. Right. Okay.
Did you leave the seat up?
Exactly.
I don't know.
What?
I don't know. I'm ignorant to the whole.
You summoned her.
She came out of the fucking photo.
You
Shit,
summoned her.
oh shit. I said that.
Wow. Wow, Chip.
Oh my god, she's really mad. She's really mad. Every
What
time you
is
do it,
she
she comes
not
back.
Hello, goodbye. Hello, goodbye. Is she chasing?
What is
him?
happening? Yeah,
chasing
I
him.
think she's chasing him. I think that's what's
She
happening.
chasing?
She's chasing Carver right now.
Okay, well, cool, I guess. Alright, now.
Don't
what was
puke.
it going-
Stop, Mel. Stop. Don't. Okay.
Hmm.
Fuck were we talking about? Oh yeah, you're ignorant.
No, being ignorant can save lives. I'll make a t-shirt. Ignorant can save lives.
Right, so
Being ignorant save
If-
lives.
I don't know.
if ignorance saves lives, we should stop teaching people to read.
I mean, okay, not everybody can be ignorant, okay? You have to pick and choose when to be ignorant.
This is sounding a lot like feudalism right now. I'm just going to put that out there.
Just pick and choose, man.
Pick and choose.
Just pick and choose. Decide to be well, you could decide to be. Okay, I can either learn about a topic or I can say fuck it, not learn it, wing it, and get what I want out of it anyways, right?
What if you need really?
Okay.
What if that topic comes in handy later and you're gonna regret that you never learned it?
No, I'm abusing my power, see? I'm asserting my will and what I want, and not actually following the rules and guidelines that are set forth in the book by being ignorant. See?
But you're
Are
out of
you
school.
latently psychic if you can read your own mind?
What?
Are you psychic if you can read your own mind?
No, I'm saying you can purposely keep yourself stupid.
This is different. This is different. Are you psychic if you can read your own mind?
Are you psychic If you can, no.
No? Let's see.
At least I've never heard.
It's very
Heard.
good. Very good.
What?
I'll be seeing you.
Are you done with this conversation?
I'm gonna
Alright.
kill him, and then I'm gonna skin him, and then I'm gonna use his teeth as jewelry. That's what I'm gonna do.
Oh,
Jewelry? Does he have gold teeth?
I want to see it actually.
no, I haven't seen his teeth being gold.
That would be ugly then.
I've seen him smile and go chee.
So he's got pearly whites then.
Yeah, he's got pearly white.
Hmm.
Really white.
Good morning, Silver.
Good morning, Mr. Chipz, Mr. Riley, once more. How are you doing?
Good. Staying warm by the fire.
Students say they're gonna skin someone and wear their teeth as jewelry, so it's a normal day.
Whom was that?
Oh, that was Melanie.
So it seems they've challenged you to a tower off.
That's just normal.
Theirs has a speech carpet at the top that everyone
Which
on the island
student
can hear.
was she referring to?
But here's the thing. Yours
Oh,
is
I
a
don't
lot.
think it was a
Yours,
student.
there's well,
Oh,
all the way
that's
past the
acceptable.
cafe. Once
One
you
of
get
the
to the cafe,
teachers?
you can't hear it anymore. But pretty much
He was probably
the
colder.
dorms can all hear it.
Deal? What happened between... Oh, well, not my business.
A lot of
How are you,
people
I
Mr.
don't
Chipz?
But that's
Good.
why they use the
Staying
mic.
warm by the fire.
You see?
Not to mention.
You can't stay
Mhm.
warm with your hands behind your back.
Yeah.
This would piss me off, but it really doesn't.
Well, you get
True,
so
true,
thin.
true.
It's really long, but it's thin, whereas yours is shorter, but girthier.
Shit, I forgot about that.
It's, you know, the
So.
Hot
Fried
pockets?
still, which,
There's
yeah,
a
hot
lot more
pocket.
people
Put it
in
in
the
your pocket
Like the
and
food?
find
They
them.
just use the tip and
Pocket
No,
stones
pocket
is-
stones,
have a-
you would-
anything inside the
It's
tower.
leather and then
It's just a
crushed
waste
pizza.
space, I guess.
And then
I
you
don't
put it in your
Oh, I
pocket.
thought you were talking about the
and
stuffed
find
cheesy
them.
bread.
okay, I guess.
What?
Well, I
Yeah, you
mean,
wouldn't want to put those in your
also
pocket.
Like a
get
cheesy
tower.
bread.
Yeah, the stuffed cheesy
They
bread
want
that
cannons
like
on it. I don't
it's
know
really
if that's
fickle.
what they do
Sometimes
with
it's
it.
like really cold inside, or it's like searing hot.
Good morning.
You need to be careful with that.
Yes,
Yeah.
if they put cannons up there, I'd have to shoot back.
Really uneven.
Yeah. Catapults would be more reasonable. They just couldn't. Right. Oh, wait.
But yeah,
the enemy just
warm
couldn't ride
stone.
Would you like one? I think I have five. I think I gave one to the
Oh no, I'm perfectly fine.
Well, he you know, brighter. He'd
Sorry.
or whatever. Like.
I like the cold.
Something.
I like the cold.
How high?
But you're like the cold.
You like the heat.
Mhm.
I can be happy in the cold.
But you don't die in the cold. Or the heat.
No, I do not.
It's destiny, preordained.
Well, if you'll
I mean, I can
excuse
die
me,
in the
lady,
heat.
I'm gonna go
I
grab
like
some
go
food.
outside, like, water.
Okay.
Enjoy.
But yeah, I don't think there's anything else.
No, 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 no.
I heard him as well. I guess I'll check over by his office. Maybe he's there.
Morning, Chipz.
Morning.
Right then. Carry on, cadets. Enjoy your morning.
That warms my cold. Tea is such a good thing in the morning. It's become like a tradition for us now, hasn't it?
I feel like I haven't done enough if I don't make tea in the morning or we don't have tea in the morning.
Since we're all together, I don't know if she is waking up.
What should breakfast be, Chad, today?
I haven't, and you know what? I'm on my feet now.
How are you doing today, Chipz?
Good. Good. Debating on what I should eat.
Me!
What?
Probably shouldn't say that out loud.
What do you mean?
Never mind. I think I will go with a baguette.
Why would you greet a baguette?
Agree.
Oh, you thought he said greet. He said eat.
Oh, please do not eat me. You can hide it, Buget.
Good morning,
Now
by
we
the
see
way.
where the confusion was.
Yes, now I see the confusion. Makes more sense. How are you guys?
Doing good.
Cold, wanting to not be outside, hating everything out here, not wanting to be outside. Did I say that already?
I
Am
think
still
you did.
cold?
Well, that's why there's fires everywhere, so you could stay warm.
And heat
Yes,
zone.
but I cannot just sit next to the fire all day like a ninny.
Just because that's what I do, you don't need to like make fun of me.
What do you mean?
And the fire's nice.
Nice balancing act there.
Thank you. I'm getting good at it.
Do you want me to take that for you?
Yeah, I think that's what she's definitely saying.
I was enjoying the performance.
You're dangerous.
I'm dangerous.
Dangerous.
How am I dangerous? I thought you said you were the evil one.
What's up,
I
guys?
am not evil.
Well then,
Oh my god, everybody, there's more people. I need more decals.
Those of you who are unaware, be careful outside. There are owlbears
Morning.
suspiciously sound, like one of the professors.
Morning.
Oh
What you
yeah, I
guys
forgot
eating
to...
or drinking?
Tea.
Oh, can I have some?
Yep, she got a cup out for you. She's just
I
heating it up right
see.
now. Oh, and to let you know, yesterday we went on a mountain climbing journey.
How's
It
that go?
was far too cold in my hibernation to go now.
It was pretty fun, actually.
Wish I was there.
It was a team exercise to kind of, I guess, help get teams to coordinate a little bit better together.
You can look at that.
You get that?
Thank you. It was
Thank
good,
you.
especially good on a colder morning.
just one.
Kiss on.
Thank you.
Odd. That one seemed to be hiding from my vision.
I swear, if a tower goes off when my money heat, I'm going to close our crib.
It's time for my breakfast, baby.
It sounds like Linux was already talking, so maybe he adjusted his volume.
I can kill Linux instead.
And
Another one.
Well, I
And,
think they
Nom.
already did it, so you're good.
yeah, Ryder was also there.
No. Killing Ryder will be difficult. I would prefer the other one.
Oh my goodness.
I
It's
never
not
said it was
kill our fellow
impossible. Just
I'm not so sure killing our
difficult.
fellow students is a strategic advantage.
You honestly do not understand my value of morning tea.
No, I do not.
There are small things in life in which must be protected, and morning tea is one of those things. If it is not protected, and its sanctity is ruined, what will I have all day? Nothing but sour taste.
Mm.
Horrible thing.
In short, don't mess with tea time.
I won't.
Tea is important, you know.
Mm. You know who else
Did we
likes
ever run out?
Hannah. Hannah.
Yeah, she was
What?
here earlier.
Yeah. No.
Hannah.
Hannah.
Give me a second. 1 moment. Lila, I'm coming in.
Does she
So
not like
that wasn't a
Hannah,
muted or
or
unmuted thing. So does that
is that
count
completely
on the thing?
unrelated?
Because it was just up? I don't think it counts, Chad. I don't think it counts.
No, she doesn't mind Hannah at all. I mean, we do exercises together, so.
Must be unrelated.
That shit doesn't count. I'm like pretty much 100%, I'd say, so far. I need to ask what kind of tea this is.
No, it's pretty good. I don't usually drink tea, but I do like it.
You know,
But I'm not a picky one.
she's been making me drinking it every morning, and I've never thought to ask.
Once doesn't count. It needs to be habitual. I haven't been habitual.
Maybe she made you drink some type of
Best
potion.
out of 5.
Then I guess I'm.
I mean, clearly not, but I mean...
I'm gonna check this spider.
What?
Oh.
She has a spider.
We had a spider on the wall?
Little tiny thing.
Mm.
It's a killer.
Well, I was going to, but then I would get great at all day for killing one of the Venus children. And I don't want to ruin morning tea by doing that.
So you politely
This is
escorted the
limit
spider out?
all the time.
Oh no, I left it on the wall.
Oh, there you go.
I could kill it, maybe.
I mean, to be fair, look at all these holes and crannies everywhere. There's no way that you can get rid of them. They're gonna be everywhere. Cold, drafty,
What if you had,
moist.
What if you had
the
Bev go in and talk to all of them and tell them to all leave? Would that work?
I mean, I guess, but I mean, can you imagine how obnoxious it would be for every single bug that you had to, like, you know, go past while crossing the street? You had to go to a bugkin person to translate for them to move so you can actually just walk across the street. If you think about it, we step on bugs every day of our lives accidentally, and we don't even know it. So, it's okay. Sometimes. Okay.
That's weird. Bugs are gross.
I don't mind certain ones. Some of them are
I
just
do not
annoying.
like the majority of them. Especially the ones that eat fabric.
Those are my favorite ones.
Oh.
I need to get me one, like that. Bibbidi bobbidi boo. No fabric for you. I think it'd be
Like
my
that,
favorite.
wouldn't you?
Yeah, it'd be my favorite toy.
Now, would you use it? What's the way to put this?
Well, out with it, man.
Would it be a gender equality wand? Would it just not care?
What? The wand obeys the wizard. So I don't think it has a bias on whose clothes it's frying.
Oh. I hope you never get that one. Or else we're gonna see a lot of more golden booty.
If you do fry clothes, try to do mine if I am outside. Because I will be upset if I'm outside and cold. You will have a very upset spirit.
I wouldn't fry your clothes off, Shizu.
Thank goodness. I don't like the cold. I need gloves. Look at my fingers, they're going to fall off.
Yeah, no, I
no
wouldn't do that to you. You're okay.
Oh, hey, Shizuko, look at that. It's time to go inside.
Oh my god, thank you.
time.
Whoever God you pray to.
You're thanking the bell this time? This is a new Shizu.
Not the bell, no. The
No.
bell is a cock.
Okay.
I was enjoying my morning tea and it interrupted.
Never change.
What the fuck did he say?
Where's my... There's my... Okay.
What did he say?
Huh? Who?
What the
May
fuck?
these
He
days
says gro-
never change.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Well, I thought I heard something else.
And we're gonna see Shizu throw down on the playground.
I could throw up.
I need to wake up.
Thank you for not leaving me.
Yeah. You walk slow. It's hard.
I am cold.
Ah, so you're getting a little stiff?
It's like my whole body is slowed down.
Oh, look at that. The gentlemanly paladin opens the door. Yeah, keep shutting off on you. What's going on?
I got to keep it up, Gavin. Come now.
Gotta keep it turned on, otherwise it doesn't work.
What the heck?
See?
Hi, Nick. Love me.
Got a short timer.
Never do that.
Vad är Nick? Are you going out of
We're coming!
Good morning, everyone. You may be seated.
Dude, we walk straight here!
We're still approaching, but we're going to begin regardless. Today, as you remember, we have started lessons up again.
We walk straight here!
Finally,
What the fuck? That wasn't a...
copyright
We were late.
from DeVito Rapupi, and we finally can begin teaching you some more direct approaches through the formations. Albrecht, would you like to step forward and discuss your lesson and where to go for everyone?
How does he have copyright if he's dead?
Listen up, cadets. After this morning's assembly, you are all going to head to the library. There you will pick up a compendium of the combative arts, and you will make your way in totality over to the stadium for today's lesson. Make sure you all grab a book. Do not waste any time. It is a large lesson, and I would like us to cover it in its entirety. There will be practical application involved, along with a lecture and some demonstration. We have spent enough time relaxing and being lackadaisical. Now it's time to start stepping it back up. Lessons are going to start flowing over time, and we are going to return to what it is that this academy was founded upon. Starting today, squad-based tactics. So, once the headmaster has dismissed you all, please head to the library once more, grab a copy of a Compendium of Combative Arts, Volume 1, and head over to the stadium and await further instruction. Thank you, Headmaster.
Yeah. Well, as you heard, head to the library and pick up a book. I believe some of you can share them, of course. We don't know how many copies that we have on hand, but use as many as we have. And once you're there, we will be blowing the horn to make sure everyone gathers. Keep in mind that this is, now that we are beginning lessons, we will be judging even if you can follow these particular orders. Head to the library, grab a book, or at least partner with someone, and then head to the stadium. That is part of today's order, and we will be paying attention to those that don't listen. But you're dismissed to go to the library. I'll blow the horn when you should head to the stadium, and be sure you're there.
Alright. Hello. You know what? Remind me to stretch this time. Shit. That didn't count. Remind me to stretch this time.
Okay.
We'll throw this in. Damn it! No, okay, that's 2. That's only 2, Chad. That's only 2. No, you're bad. I caught it instantly. Damn it!
Excuse me.
Ow. Did you?
Bagels aren't the only thing
I thought that
Yeah.
too, if you're talking about the...
The what?
Well, Professor Carver, I look forward to spending time
Yes, the magic
working
in the air
besides
is
my
quite
sturdy comrade.
dense today because of all the Spriggans on campus.
I almost couldn't figure out how to use the door. Things were getting dicey for a moment.
No, it was weird for me too.
Bum ba bum. Bum ba bum bum. All right.
I'm just gonna share a book at this point. Let's go.
She's a weird.
Hey, hi. Books are this way.
Let's get going.
Ah.
Well, I guess we await further instructions.
I already got some. I think we're good.
Probably only need 2 for our group, right? Do you think we need more than that?
We're gonna fail. We're gonna fail.
No.
Hey, don't leave the library. Don't leave the library. Don't leave.
When we have ice cream,
Go to the stadium.
Aye! We're supposed to go there when the horn sounds!
Can we hear the
Aye!
horn?
There it is. Okay.
Wait, can we? That's a good question because you can hear the bell in here.
Just so I want to go beat those down five.
There it is. Okay.
What does that mean?
Okay.
Compendium. Like a glossary. A collection of knowledge.
Well, we don't. Let's move. Move. Move.
Time to get your.
That last one is so
It really does sound like a dying cow.
Yes.
It really does.
What did you just say to me?
No. I'm just mad, okay? I'm dealing with it. God.
What are you mad about now?
Stop looking at me.
Okay. I won't look at Shizu.
Wait, no, Shizu, are you cold?
You want a piggyback ride?
Oh, no, I see. No, but I cannot feel the ground if I am wearing socks. I need socks with holes in the bottom because I cannot feel the ground if I am soaking.
Is she complaining about her toe beats?
I know, it is a never-winning battle.
Are you
I'm so sorry.
are you complaining about your toe beans right now?
They're cold.
Then cover them up.
I cannot feel the ground if I do that.
Then get something that's like sheer so you can still feel but gives you a little bit of insulation. You know?
Thank you, Rex.
Hello, love.
Hello, hello. I'm worried they're gonna start us off right away, so I gotta like start stretching now.
Yeah, stretch now.
I'm gonna die.
Yeah, so am I. But not for stretching reasons.
Oh.
I'm a wolf. How long have you not noticed this for?
They're so manicured. What's your...
How long have you noticed this?
Ardenvale, shift closer to Vanguard.
I can't believe you just
Shift
said
along
that.
the line.
I heard
Yeah.
that.
Sorry,
Shift
told me
on
to shift
Ardenvale.
over.
And then squat and ride and for
You were like,
better.
look at him.
You could eat like sausage links.
Ignis, shift closer to Ardenvale, shoulder to shoulder.
Oh, get him. What nails you got red nails?
Don't forget to stretch.
You got some nail polish on like me.
Let me raise, cadets. Listen up. Flora, can you hear me? Chipz, can you hear me? Good. In your hands is the book that we'll be going over today. It is called the Compendium of Combative Arts. The first iteration. The first volume. Go ahead and open your books. Open to page 1, the first page. If you do not have one, share a book with those next to you.
Oh my gosh, I have so many books.
Today we are going to be going over squad-based tactics. The very thing that keeps smaller forces alive in the face of larger enemies. And when I say larger, I do not mean in size, I mean numerical order. There are many times in history when smaller forces have overcome larger ones. Ones that were less organized and less ready than the smaller elite. Ascension Academy's squads is the smaller elite. We utilize small unit tactics more than anything else, and force multiplication. It makes the enemy think that we are a much larger force than we are by operating in smaller groups over a wide area, Our area of operations can be miles wide, and they still will not know that we are lacking in numbers because of the way that we move and strike our enemies. Squad-based tactics are incredibly important. Now, because I wrote the bloody thing, I'm going to read it to you, and I want you to pay attention because this is incredibly important. This is not something to drone on about and to not listen to, not one thing to go in one ear and out the other. These are the very things that will keep us alive if we ever find ourselves surrounded, as we do many times. If you do not take this seriously, I would like to remind you that most of the professors standing in front of you have either suffered wounds or lost limbs fighting inside of the Golthias tree because of how many of us went down. If any more cadets had gone down, if any more professors had gone down, we may very well have failed. And failure in your field, failure in your profession, means death. We strive to be victorious here at Ascension Academy, not because we are full of ourselves, and not because we always are focused merely on winning, but because our struggle is one for the entire world. We are a peacekeeping force against things much stronger and much darker than living ambition. Now, let's get right into it. Squad-based tactics are the backbone of any military force. When a larger force has to cover a large area and maintain a semblance of effectiveness and order, they rely on small unit leadership. Small unit leadership is the ideal that leadership should be possible at the lowest levels of personnel. That means, as Zachary being the squad leader, if he was to die in combat, any one of you in Vanguard should be able to be the next leader. Every single person in the squad should vie to know their squad leader's jobs and operations. So if they die in the line of duty, you can take over and then mourn later when we all get home. If squads break down, if commanding forces break down, there are more casualties to be had. This means that if a commander or an officer is not present, a squad leader should be able to take up command, or command a smaller force with effective measure. A perfect example of this notion in motion is Ascension Academy, and the operations of its squads as its main forces. With the professors as acting officers and the headmaster as its acting commander, the squads and their squad leaders are often left acting on long-range missions with limited support. All of you who have been here at this academy, some longer than I, would know that there are times when squads get sent out without an officer. Your squad leader is your acting officer. That means it comes down to your judgment, your leadership. There are times when professors will be drawn away to mitigate threats either that the main body is not ready for, or has to serve as a distraction so you may complete your objectives. This is when you must operate at your best, and it is imperative, I cannot stress it enough, it is imperative that you know their job. There are many scenarios where professors may get drawn away to mitigate a larger threat or are occupied with administrative support. This being said, will fall upon the squad leader and its leader to take charge. Squad tactics are a large aspect of taking on numerous foes at once, or force multiplication. The act of making your force look larger than it really is. Now, if a large enemy force knew that we were here, and we were on opposing sides of the field with them, they may try to sweep us from the field using their numbers alone. In most cases, that would be possible. However, through force multiplication using things such as terrain, a forest, striking and then hiding back within, guerrilla tactics, making them think that you can hit them from anywhere and everywhere, they will never know how many people you have. They will be hesitant to strike it where they think you are, and you will have the upper hand at all times. Keeping a larger force on their heels through your tactics and force multiplication is paramount in winning a battle that is skewed in your enemy's favor. These tactics can be used to take on a sizable enemy opposition or conduct hit-and-run tactics. They improve survivability of friendly forces and effectiveness when properly executed. Squad tactics can determine the outcome of a battle within minutes. Knowing your role and what you are best at and how to effectively combine your abilities with other cadets is paramount. Now, I know a lot of the training that we've done here has been honing individual skills, and that is necessary, but especially as a squad leader, whoever is the acting squad leaders of the current squads, you should be vying to know the abilities of those in your squad. You should be doing your best to understand what they are good at and how you can best meld together with them. All of you have counters, All of you have things you are weak to, and all of you have things that you are strongest against. Once you have taken the time to analyze your foe or your enemies, you will be able to act properly. Squad leaders, that is on your shoulders. Striking together at enemy formations, probing enemy weaknesses, or successive attacks performed with squad mates can easily disorient and distract foes, leading to a quick rout or total annihilation of enemy forces. This training evolution will be focusing on small team tactics, squad leadership, how to utilize these tactics against various organized enemies, and training scenarios towards the end. No, this will not just be a lecture. Lectures are necessary to impart information into your brains, and I know that not everybody pays attention to lectures when they drone on and on, so there is practical application at the very end. You will be executing the very things that you learned today in high-octane scenarios with very real yet illusionary threats. Keep that in mind. Bear in mind what you learn here, because you will be expected to exercise it, and soon. With that in mind, we'll move on to the very next thing. You have been taught formations. If you remember, back when we took our little vacation on those islands, and we were trying to wind down, we used that time to learn formations. Some of you retained it very well, some of you do not enjoy them, but they are a staple in squad-based tactics and very necessary. It is entirely important that you are able to support those to your left and your right. So we will skim through these because you know most of them. Sentinel formations are used to hold ground. You hold ground with a sentinel formation. Do not advance, do not move. You are holding an objective or defending your injured. That is the most important thing to remember. It is an objective that should not be given up. If you are forming in a sentinel, you intend to fight to the last man. In a diamond formation, it is very similar to a sentinel, but you are moving. It is a slow movement, usually at a walking pace. It allows you to maintain your formation and guard all your flanks as the formation would allow, while also gaining ground towards your objective, whatever it may be. That being said, it is up to your squad leaders to determine which of these is the best for the situation. But moving cautiously and through enemy territory, you usually want to use a diamond. Wall formations are usually used either in defense of a position or to gain ranged fire superiority. Rifles in a wall formation are incredibly dangerous and can cut down sizable enemies very, very quickly. If you utilize this properly, especially in the defense, if you remember when Fort Corrie was attacked by those giant constructs of the Gulthias tree, we instantly manned the walls and had ranged weapons firing down upon them. Spread out shoulder to shoulder. Essentially, that is a wall formation. When you pour enough fire towards an incoming enemy, you can shatter them. You can cause them to rout if you cause enough casualties. You may avoid a battle altogether. All these sorts of formations are some of the most important. You cannot hold ground or move carefully without them. Otherwise you move in disarray. You can be flanked, be it by enemy infantry, cavalry, whatever it is it may be, beasts. Anything could tear through your lines if you're not careful. I understand there are many of you who are used to fighting on your own, or are lone wolves, pun intended, but that is not always suitable. Remember, strengths and weaknesses. We'll cover more about separate forms momentarily. We'll skim through this. When we use squad-based tactics, it allows us, Ascension, as smaller forces to survive out in the open. When there are more enemies than us and we find ourselves embattled, surrounded, knowing what your compatriots can do, what their abilities are, and how to complement them can shatter an enemy force if you fight in tandem with one another. The same thing goes for squads. Squads will not always be fighting alone, sometimes they will be paired up with another. Or when we have faced larger threats in the past, as you all know, we fight together as an academy. And then is when we fight in tandem at our best. Skimming through this, I want you all, remember, to take these books when we are done. I will not make you read the whole thing now. I want you to get the pointers in your head. I can sit here and drone about it all day, and if you do not retain the information, I am not doing my job. So, read these at your leisure, but I want you to take the pointers that I am giving you. The very basis, the very thesis of defensive formations is that they will allow you either to clear an egress route so you may escape or push on to your next objective carefully. Offensive formations. This is towards the end of our lecture. Bayonets. These are used by squads moving towards suspected enemy positions. It allows for you to cover your flanks and the front while advancing. It allows you to react quickly to enemy pushes, or to very quickly push into their own line. When bayonets find an enemy, more often than not, they will switch into a wedge and slam into an enemy weak point, attempting to break their line and filter supporting troops through the very hole that they made. Wedges are usually the end-all be-all for enemy lines. Bayonets will usually turn into those when the enemy is found. It is up to your squad leaders to determine whether or not that is the time to do so, but that is what these formations are for. Breaking enemy formations. If enough force is driven into a single man line, like the line you are in now, if enough people slammed against this defensive line and managed to create a separation, a hole, and the supporting lines behind this wedge poured in, you are now fighting on the sides and being flanked. Your line could falter. And if you were regular soldiers and not officers of Ascension, with the increased morale that you have, you could break and run. And if that happens, an army can crumble, and then people will die very quickly. Spear formations allow for you to advance while guarding a flank. These are dangerous unless you're working in tandem with other squads or an army. They are used to guard flanks. A spear will have you watching one direction for the most part, and it'll be hard to react from attacks from different directions other than the flank you are watching. I would never advise you to use such a maneuver unless you are part of an advancing body or a friendly army. But they allow you to quickly pour fire onto a flank or to bring shields to bear to brace for an impact. These formations are best used when advancing towards a known enemy. If they are utilized properly, along with shielding or speed, you can avoid casualties being incurred on friendly forces and close with your enemy as quickly as possible. The very last part of our lecture is the effects of beast forms on formations. Now, you live in a very diverse world. A lot of you have never shared the same place as some of the people who are here. People from all over the world have not seen many of you. Some would be surprised, and some would be fearful. That is the way of things. People know their own, stick to their own. People are very tribal by nature. All races are. This being said, if you have a formation of people who have not been exposed to such a thing, for instance, way back towards the beginning of time, when humans had just first understood or found out what werewolves may have been, how do you think a line of spearmen would fare against someone like that in their form? They would be fearful. It is a sight that they were not used to. The same goes for our enemies. We all have to learn each other's forms, what they're capable of, and how it affects our enemies. You can be utilized. You can utilize yourself. You are fearsome. We do not need siege weapons when we have you. The reason I say that is a line of men can lock their shields and pray all they want, but when something that is several hundred pounds comes barreling towards them and breaches through it, allowing for supporting troops to pour in, that's it. You've started breaking their line. Now there's also downsides to that. Being in a larger form, you're very vulnerable to ranged fire for the most part. A lot of you are a lot taller than your compatriots, and you'll stick out like a sore thumb to anyone wielding magic, a rifle, a crossbow, anything. It'll be up your allies to make sure that you are shielded from ranged fire, or to at least return ranged fire, so they cannot overwhelm you or injure you. There are very few times that I would ever advise using a beast form in a defensive formation, because most of these forms are best when you are allowed free range. Speed, mobility, crashing into the enemy line, that is where most of the time you will be at your best. Having to hold stationary, where you are vulnerable to ranged fire, is not the best. But that is up to your squad leader after he has learned your abilities, and you'll be able to make these decisions for yourself. Now, if you would, madam, please. You can look through these books at your own leisure. There is plenty more in there that should be covered, but I will not keep you standing here. It is only the bullet points that I want you to observe. Now, with these things in mind, I want you all to remember that it is important when you are lectured that there is practical application. I can talk to you till I'm blue in the face. If you do not get practical application or muscle memory, it is not worth a damn. So this is what's going to happen next. You will gather these books, leave about 4 of them out, 1 from each squad. You will keep a book. The rest of them, go ahead and put in the crate over there, so we do not have clutter. And then we will begin practical application one at a time. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
One quick, let's get
I
it done
suggest
while the
we also-
information is fresh in your head.
I'll keep mine. You guys.
Who's keeping our book? We can put it on the
Got it.
I can speak with you
squad
guys.
board so we can look at the squad formation from last time. Are you keeping yours or are we keeping?
Ow. Ow. Everything's cracking.
Oh,
Here, I'll put it over.
oh dear.
That way we know where it's
Maybe you're old.
No, you're old.
You got that old
You know, don't come complaining to me when like tomorrow you're fucking sore and I'm gonna be like, oh, I feel fucking great
I don't.
because I stretched.
What? Come over here with the
Physical activity.
We'll just mature but not.
I can physical activity.
Hell yeah.
I know you can, but you can stretch too, so your butt doesn't get freaking sore.
Hey, Limbo.
No, I don't need to stretch.
Okay, don't stretch. I'll stretch.
Oh, and Sentinel is for standing still and hoping you don't die. Still hitting.
I'm not kicking anything today. My back still fucking hurts. I can punch, but I'm not let my climb up by those.
It's fine.
Ow.
Beautiful outfit, by the way.
To narrow this down to defense, like
You okay?
Sentinel.
And the backpack.
I'm stretching.
Perfect.
It's to hold the point.
What?
Yeah, Diamond.
Every finger, even the
I
toes.
think Diamond is more. defensive, slow moving,
Yo,
effective.
I
my
love the
hips,
backpack.
dude.
Beautiful.
They are
Got
beautiful.
them old man hips.
Stop calling me old. Okay, I'll come over there and beat your spirit ass.
Formation.
To defend, but we
I'd like to see you try. She would actually like to see
I need to stretch first.
You stretch, stretch. Keep stretching.
Just hold on. Just give me a moment. I'll be there in a moment. Beat your ass. Just,
About 4 minutes.
in about 4 minutes. Yes. I'll be good and limber.
Like we do every single day, guys.
Nope, we're lining up.
I don't know what order it has to be in.
Doesn't matter.
Careful, don't hurt those otherworldly candles
Are you
again.
just trying to step on mine?
I don't know why you're complaining. You were legitimately like a foot tall.
So since we're about to start. What the hell? You know what? I'll stand like this then. There you go. You're
Get
done.
down.
We're
Oh,
good.
he's back up.
So wedge is like assault move.
You good?
Spirit is- Spear is for flanking. You got attacking.
That might just work.
I think it will. Gallant squad,
Yes.
you'll be
Yes, sir.
reinforcing the other squads for these iterations to bolster numbers.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Understood.
Right. Liang, join Vanguard.
Yes, sir.
Oh, hell yeah.
Nerali, join Ignis.
Yes, sir.
We have 2 ice now. 2 ice.
Rex, join Crystal Thorn.
Aye, aye, sir.
Misty join Crystal Thorn, or both of their numbers more. I'll have to have some of you switch as time goes on. Some of you will go more than once, but so be it. Right. So, this is how this is going to go. I know you're all standing online for a while and you probably want to stretch your legs, and you may. I'm going to be bringing one squad at a time through these trials. Now, I'm going to explain this. Pay attention. This will be illusionary enemies. The Headmaster's Spriggans will be the basis for it. These will be enemies for you to face and practice your formations against. The first iteration will be defensive formations. You will start in the area that I designate. You will move towards 2 checkpoints where you will hold formation, and then to a final object. A final objective that you will hold. You cannot allow your line to be broken. There will be an object of great importance that is there. Very important to your individual squads. Old items. Some of you may recognize them when they are revealed to you. So it is best that you defend them. Ardent Vale, get everything you need and stand by the gate.
Yes, sir.
Boy,
Yes,
alright.
sir.
Weapons, do so.
Yes, I'll have to get my weapon.
Anything that you may feel, pain, inflicted wounds, it is all an illusion and it will not last after the iteration is over. But I still say it would behoove you to be careful and do not overextend yourself or be foolish with the way that you either prepare your swings or expose your body. This is to teach you to guard each other and to use these tactics that we've spoken about. So, the rest of you, for now, you're dismissed. Please remain in the stadium area. These evolutions will not take long at all.
Pain is
Yes,
so
sir.
pain.
Yes, sir.
Probably
If I
should
may
discuss
make a
with her.
recommendation
I
for all of you.
just
So we
figured
have a
out.
moment
Your formation.
to stretch.
Oh my god.
Stretch. Stretch is good. You don't want to die, right?
Actually, Professor Silver makes a point.
Yeah.
I'm going to
Wait, you don't need to stretch? You're too good to stretch? You gonna tell me it's an old person thing to do?
I have figured out why Esme doesn't need to stretch.
Huh?
Every time, no, every time I look over at you, you're dancing in the spot and swinging your hips back and forth and moving your arms and your legs. You're constantly moving or half dancing, so you don't need to stretch because you're
That doesn't mean
always
she's limber.
I know.
So the enemies are known.
Have you seen her split competition with Nerali?
I mean, you could be. Yeah, I mean, you kinda are.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
Captain, you will be student cadet.
No. I remember it between you and Nerali.
I'm gonna go to the restroom. I'll be back. I got a couple minutes. I'll use it to quick jog.
Down.
I'm the fire.
Am I allowed? Oh. No? Okay. Sorry, I read something out of context, okay? Sometimes you wonder what Vic is thinking. I am having so much fun. This is so much fun. Alright, I'm gonna go to the restroom real quick because we got a moment. You should too, Chad! Stretchy time! speak of. Down the rest of that coffee, we good. All right. Hold on, let me eat the rest of this power bar. Where the hell? Yeah, coffee and a power bar. Breakfast of fucking champions, man. Mm-hmm. Hell yeah. Ow! What the fuck? Okay. That's the breakfast of losers? Excuse you? I have... Never mind. You're right. Dum 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 dum. Since we have class today, I'm not doing the intermission. Make you look at my face podcast.
Alright, so remember what Melanie said, right?
I don't agree with them on the... Well, then again, I'm sort of different, I guess.
Where'd Vic go?
He's
He
taking
took
a
long blink.
Got it.
Wow.
So we running weird today,
Yep.
but we always run weird, so
Yeah.
at least our
When we're all
opponents
together, we're unstoppable.
won't dislocate my arm or anything like that. So I should be alright with shield.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Okay.
I know I was trying to think because we don't have Rook, so
Depending on the enemy type, I could be a really good shield, but that's only if it's like people who have slashes. Or else I'm flanker extraordinaire. Yeah, you could be shield and Vic off shield.
Well, yeah.
I can be in the offensive.
Actually, he should be main shield and I'm off shield, just because well, skill sets.
Fair enough. He's better at
Taking a beating. Damn right he is. Uh-oh. Whoa.
Oh, whoa, that was weird.
It's like, was it something I said?
Yeah.
Alright, so Nerali though. Wait, what do you do?
I should versatile.
You're a what? You're versatile? I mean, she's probably tankier than all of us.
Depends. Do you have regeneration? I heal quickly, but I can't regenerate, no. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm probably
Just because I can lose a limb doesn't mean I want to. But alright. Sorry. Just putting that out there.
I'm not saying that I want you to. It's just a simple fact of life. Most of us can't grow
Technically,
back.
I'd be considered as a wand as well for my like ranged attacks with my rocks, and I can also throw up a shield, a rock shield wall, if you will.
Probably gonna be by my side.
And also my
if not
sphere.
behind me a smidge.
So sword. So I'm
How
also
often can you throw up the
sword,
wall?
I think it's like 20 seconds at a time. They can go up and down pretty easily, but I use up a lot of mana.
So it's not something we could be just like, wall, wall, and then eventually you just collapse. Okay.
Well, you could, but I'll just, you know.
We'll just have Vev carry you, and then you just wall. You just be slumped over. Okay, wall. One more wall.
You see, I've thought this out. I'm just gonna stuff like 600 mana potions inside of all of my little petals, and then you'll be on my back. And every single time you collapse, I'll just force one down your throat, and then you'll be up and make more rolls. Oh.
A warning, I've
Hello.
temporal fluxed like 3 times. So if I magically disappear while we're in combat, you know where I went.
Got it.
When you magically disappear, take some enemy with you, alright?
Just hug him.
I'll try.
Hug him harder than.
Yeah, just don't let go. Just don't let go. We were
It's not
talking,
something on my person that's causing it.
I don't know.
What do you have on your person? Have you tried doing a deep, full blink?
That's it. And this, but
Be fine. Should be fine.
We were talking about what strategy we're rolling with today. Since we are without Rook.
right. Our stalwart shield that somehow evades our presence all the time.
I mean, if we think about what happened last time, I guess we're used to not having the front shield. But goddamn is it handy when it's there. How long have we managed, whenever we've gone in with shields, to last with them? Do you recall?
To last without Rook?
No,
Or without the
when we're without Rook and we are up front with shields, we've had to do this a couple times now. I'm trying to think on how much time, if 100% of the battle, I think, 20% we had a shield? Because we can't last that long, is that about right? Or is it 10%? Because if it's that bad, there's no point. Yeah, there's no point then for us to have shields because it doesn't last long enough.
Enemies who are very large, so the shields don't last.
Well, I'd rather not practice something. I'd rather not practice something that just isn't gonna be useful, you know? If we need to fend for ourselves without shields, then we need to learn to fend for ourselves without shields. So I say we don't go with shields this time.
And able to protect you, then shields would be good, but we're not very large. We would literally have to jump in the way of a fight or a swing to block something.
Yeah. It was not a good use of my body. I was mainly just getting hit. That's all I could do to keep the shield up when I was trying to work with it.
So,
strikers and shields then?
What are we protecting,
We don't know.
if anything?
Don't know. Sounds like an object.
That's what he said, at least.
You use a spear. You use a sword. And or claws. You use a sword. Sword. Entire body.
Yeah.
Probably just take as many shields as we want. And then drop them when we don't need them.
Really feeling the effects of no ranged. But that's just not how we work.
Yeah, I know.
I can take a crossbow. I've been practicing. My aim's not bad.
I can shoot a gun a bit.
I have my rocks.
Ooh, we have range today.
I reached. Here's my question though. If you're big, can you also shoot rocks or can you not?
You know, I should be able to, but not today.
Yes. That's a very important thing. I'm glad I
Eventually.
asked. Can you not make
eventually,
walls on the big
yes.
one either? Okay, so you gotta be small.
Oh, got it.
Yep.
So what can you do?
Want me to just show you?
Yeah. Show me what you're working with.
Show me your moves.
I'm going to grab a crossbow.
Okay.
Can you see me? Can you see me? Can you see me?
I see you. I see you.
Yours.
Yep.
You're beautiful.
Okay.
Nice.
Got it.
My spear. Pew.
All right.
And also.
Can I see your spear?
Oh, bubble.
Whoa! What the heck is that?
I'm in a
there's some
bubble.
vines. Is it like
Let
protection?
me see. How long?
Fuck you! I can't get out.
Hey Vev, can I ask you to transform?
Oh.
What if I set the ball on fire?
Mm-hmm.
You would probably destroy it because it is made of very thick vines and foliage.
Good job, you captured the spirit.
No.
Indeed, I did. Here you go.
I'm free.
Here.
She's free.
What do you
Whoa,
mean?
whoa.
You're captured. Esme.
There she is. All right. Wow. Okay. I'm trying to see the reach. Nerali, could you mind? How would your reach be from Vev's back?
Give me that. You took my shield.
Cavalier? Cavalier!
Oh, sorry.
I've been into so many battles without a rider, I'm gonna call.
I would never take your shield purposefully,
Hey, Vev, I have a question.
Yes.
unless I had to.
Where do your clothes go?
Oh, it's easy. Because becoming a human, I literally have to invert
Vivian,
my
I'm gonna
entire body
mount.
because the squishy part's inside.
Yeah.
Oh, she's on.
And the hard part's on the outside. So I
Well, you
have
alright?
an organ that I just keep everything in.
I think
Like a little
now
troll?
my legs won't let me.
I think you might have put on a sitting animation that you shouldn't have.
Oh no. Okay, so that doesn't
have
work.
To do this very stuff like. It's just...
This might be problematic.
Sorry, Esme, sorry, Esme, sorry,
Trying to throw mud at me.
I mean,
There's
okay,
not
hear me
mud,
out.
there's
Hear me out. Hear me out.
stones.
Hear me out. We can work with this because hypothetically, let's say I'm on like, hold on, I'm gonna do Vox gravity real quick. Like we could be like this, and you could be like on the roof with me or something, with the wall.
Yeah. Woo.
Well, the reason why I was asking was if we needed a quick break lines, mounted cavalry with a weapon such as yours would be very handy.
Yeah.
That's an easy, you guys take point and we break through. But, we could do it the old-fashioned way. I was just trying to think with what we got with Nerali here, since it's a different makeup.
If only.
Hey, let me go grab my weapon.
Hey, look, I got a spear. Look at that. Look at it. Look at it.
I gotta think about something.
Yeah, she can raise and drop the wall, which is very handy. So if she was with Vev, they could literally function as a separate squad within the squad, basically. Just from their toolkit. Okay. Gotta get my sword. Shit. Let go. Stop it. My God. Okay, motherfuckers. I see you giving me shit, Tat. I see you.
You Ryder, stop it!
Well, you just, Rennick, you just told us that we don't need to do these silly positions anyway. But then you
Doing target practice.
Man, those are loud.
Alright.
Surprisingly so.
Hey, Vic!
Right next to her.
I like that, everyone looked. I saw Vanguard turn around.
Zach really wants to get shot.
Here he comes.
He continues to ask, but you're out of earshot.
Tell him to dodge so I don't get in trouble.
Okay. Zach, be ready to dodge. Zach, be ready to dodge. Alright, go.
No! Nice shot.
I missed. Bummer.
No, it was a pretty good shot. Doobie next. Who wants to die?
I'm going to hit her.
I have a feeling someone's gonna end up with an arrow. An arrow in the buttocks.
Hey, that's my teammate. Don't shoot.
No.
Next time, thank you though. I'm glad you're very nice to me now.
You're welcome. I can shoot you any day you want.
Well, everybody, we should probably figure out our formation now with Nerali. So I take it you and I in front, per normal, minus Rook.
Why are you both staring at me?
This doesn't count. This doesn't count.
You're just so beautiful.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Just gorgeous. Also, you almost like shot someone.
I was asked to.
But you missed.
And then
Yeah.
he fired, and then he
My
missed,
aim
and
needs
then he
work.
fired again.
I was
and then
aiming
he
for his
missed.
face. See him regen an arrow through the nose.
So did he ask you to shoot
Zachary.
him? Oh, Zachary.
They wanted to dodge something while moving through cones. So I obliged.
Oh, I thought you were gonna shoot Lennox.
Oh, I thought that there was like something that went
No,
down.
Lena came over to tell me to shoot him.
Oh!
No, they were just horsing around.
I was trying to figure out how to scold you.
What?
Vanguard shenanigans.
I was trying to figure out how to yell at you.
I'm pretty sure they're
We were
crazy.
standing just outside of reach, so we just saw Victor pointed at what we thought was Lenick and just fire, presumably.
You know what? They are crazy. They call me fat.
Son of a bitch, we'll cut off their... Who did it?
Who? Zachary and Lennox.
What?
Oh no.
Oh, I was there when they did that. And then you kicked him off a ledge,
like
if I
literally
remember.
the fattest person on campus anyway.
Oh, I think I heard about this earlier this morning.
What?
Wait,
They
did
were
I kick
talking
him?
about
I don't recall.
I said I
Oh,
heard
Rook.
about it.
Rook kicked him.
Oh, Rook
That's right.
kicked him. Like, I don't remember kicking them off of the ledge, but maybe I did. I would believe it.
You know, so would I. Well, Vev, before you run off,
Hi, Mason!
sorry.
That was not intentional. What's up? Not fine.
I was thinking in my head, and I meant to say it out loud, but, I wanted to, since we have a new element, to make sure we know where we're placing whom in our setup. So, I'm assuming no Rook as point. Vic and I... Well, primary sub, I guess. Esme, backing up on the left of Victor. You in mid. But where do we place Nerali? She could technically be on my right.
She's a wand.
And assume that she can't take as much damage like this.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, I could take a beating.
Like a
Are
stab.
you gonna be pew-pewing or slashing?
Oh, for the most part, pew-pewing, but if they come close, I start slashing.
Alright, here, let's line up on the line. Vic and I will get on the line, then we'll just get people in kind of in their pseudo positions. Then once this is done, we can horse around, I think. Alright, front's that way, so... Yep.
Where did you say you wanted me to be?
Yeah, that's about right, because you flit flanks up, down, left, right, pretty much wherever you go. Or jump on top of the enemy, depending. So, what'll happen... So what'll happen in this formation, though, is we have no point, right? So when that happens, you're most likely going to be coming up through the center to help a lot, just depending, to hold. But you have the flexibility of going left and right, depending on what's happening on our flanks. So, is there any better option? Yes, I'll have my hand chopped off for you. You're welcome.
What?
I'll be your meat shield.
No.
From earlier.
The only thing I'd say is that if they're like people who have little stabbers,
I should be in front.
because those things don't really get through my chitin all too well. And we can save you fleshies some flesh.
What do you mean, little stabbers?
Like knives?
Okay. Swords
And axes.
don't really hurt me that much. Hammers, however, and big guys and things that like shoot acid, fuck that.
We'll be fighting illusions, so it could be anything.
Yep.
Could be a giant tower with like buff arms for all we know.
Ding ding.
Alright. I'm good then. If we're all good, then I think we could chill. Hang out. I don't think we're doing any wedges in this formation. That's the only one that's, I always forget if wedge right is left and left right. I always get them fucked up. But I don't think we're doing that this exercise.
Long side this way, instead of left and right.
I think we'll know which way. If we know the enemy's coming from that way, we know we need to stack this way, so it's fine. Alright.
Wedge is offensive anyway, though, if I recall right. We're doing defensive today.
Depends. Driving a wedge into something.
I will take your word for it. Surface tactics, different.
Alright. You can just go shoot some more dummies.
You mean them? I'd be happy to. But I'd be expelled.
Shoot them, unfortunately.
Mm-mm.
I'm gonna go grab something.
Okay. Unless they ask for it. In which case, they did ask for it.
They did ask for it.
Mm-hmm. It turns into a training exercise at that point. And accidents happen in training all the time.
All the time.
No, all the time. Especially here.
Especially here.
Do we take a bet to see if we can make it through without anybody getting injured? I don't have much to bet. Nah, we'll be fine.
It'd be a really easy win if we did that against Vanguard. They usually
You think they're gonna lose something? You think they're gonna get hurt? Nah, I think they're gonna go in there and come out like smiling with blood on their faces. You know, that's how I see Vanguard.
Yes, but then one of them will have gotten absolutely devastated, as is what I noted from being in that squad.
Maybe Linux will get stepped on.
Every mission,
Finally.
there is always one person that they let get completely shat on.
So basically now we're just saying who in Vanguard's gonna get fucked up. All right, let me look.
Ooh, that's a fun bet. That's a fun bet. That's a fun bet. Okay, my money's on Augusta because consistently
I was gonna
they
say
just
my
let her.
money's on Augusta.
Statistically speaking, it's usually her.
It's going to be either Frost Giant, I think.
The Giants got it, but aren't they in their element now that it's cold?
So which frost?
They are. Could be a differing factor.
Yeah, maybe they're stronger now because of the cold.
Yeah, because he's not a part of their actual team.
Oh shit, that's right, it's Windsor. Fuck,
Then
you
that
know
would
they're gonna be
be-
strong.
That would be Melanie then.
I don't think Melanie's gonna get hurt.
She usually doesn't.
She gets hurt, but I don't think she's gonna get hurt from a training exercise. Unless she gets in a fight with somebody. But I don't think they look like they're having fun, so I don't... She's not gonna be beating up Linux anytime soon.
They're taking this seriously.
Mm-hmm.
They could forget to protect whatever they're protecting, and Linux the only one who remembers, and he gets injured because of it.
Oh shit, wait.
They're very good at attacking, but I don't think I've ever seen them defend.
Consistently has
probably
gone
remember.
to the infirmary from friendly fire.
Could happen.
He's so small I can barely see him.
Yeah, but because he's small, most people don't think to hit him.
They tend to ignore him until a giant laser comes out of his head.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, you didn't know that he could do that?
Like right out of his forehead?
Brain power.
At least I think.
It's out of his
Like
hand,
a
but
little
that's
hole
fine.
opens up and then like meow, and then like laser pops out of his forehead.
No, it just kind of appears.
If we're doing formation training and we got Nerali, should we
like
call a couple? Make sure
the shield and then
you know we're replacing.
just out of his head.
Excuse me, we are doing training.
Yeah, rigorous training, okay. Yeah, that's exactly what we're doing. Alright, let's do a couple call outs.
He's just showing me that he has a crush, that's all.
Oh, is that it? Ugh.
No.
Alright, we're in our standard formation. Okay. I guess the ones that they want us to know are Diamond, obviously, which is pretty much already what we're in.
Sentinel
Yep. We're pretty much already in Diamond. Yeah. Wall would be the one that we would need to figure out. Wall. Honestly, I think males should be on the outside. It's easier to remember. Vic, you're on the outside.
Okay.
Yeah, and then Vev the tank in the middle. Then we have our 2 wands, and then protected by swords. Well, you're not a wand, Esme, but we put you in a wand spot. Okay, so that's easy. Spear, I guess, would be the other one. We just go back to either you in the middle, depending on the enemy or not, and then we just go back to our normal formation, so... Back to custom formation, everybody! Now!
I'm in.
Yo, done. Alright, we're pretty easy. Because custom works as Sentinel, so... Or, not Sentinel, but, Diamond. You just killed us all. You know, at least I know this flank is covered, you know? You can just put up a big old wall. I'm gonna be like, alright! Fuck yeah!
It's actually worth to note that
Whoa.
if we have enemies coming from behind us, he can just be like, nope! And then just have us
I
focus on
can't
the
make
front
them
line.
stop floating.
Wait.
This is entertaining. If I held on to one of the floating rocks, would I float with the rock?
Yes, you would if it goes up any higher, sure.
Wait, seriously?
Yep, go ahead. Have fun, kiddos.